Hello and welcome to another week of Sambo iRacing. We're back for a track guide in the Formula Vee at VIR North. Great little track, should be a lot of fun this week. There are some good passing opportunities on the main straight and plenty of technical bits to try and drive away from the riffraff behind you. If you're new to my channel, what we do is we do a hot lap and then a breakdown lap and then back one more time for a hot lap with the driving line on. If you are interested, my description below this video always has a link to my B lap if you want to race against my ghost. Right, let's start the lap. Okay, here comes the hot lap. So in fourth gear, over on the left hand side. Looking for that little turn right sign, trail it all the way down off into third gear, back over to the right hand side. Just going to lift around this corner, waiting for this big dark patch that's coming up in front of us. Once we get there, do a big lift, cut the corner, get over it, back on the gas, exit nice and wide without getting the off track. Looking for this lighter patch now, and again down to third gear, or staying in third gear, sorry. We're on the gas now all the way through to the uphill turn 7, the right hander. We're going to change up to fourth gear in this little dip here. And what we're looking for on the left-hand side is going to be the start of these railings around the Marshall hut. And we're going to brake, trail it off, drop it down to third nice and early, get on the gas halfway up the hill. To cut these corners as best as possible. We're not going to change up to fourth until we get to this little plateau here. Help the engine out. Over to the left-hand side to make the entry easier here in this tricky little bit. Down to third gear. Getting on the gas nice and early. Hold it round. Up to fourth. And we're just doing a big lift after we get over this crest. Big lift. Back on the gas. Cutting the corner. Head over to the right-hand side. Shorten the track. I'm going to be aiming in the middle of this paint. Then the long drag to the line. Right, and that was what? A 141.358. Now for the breakdown lap. Okay, we'll not spend too long on this, you'll be pleased to hear. So we go past 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just as we get to this arrow, we're going to break in a straight line up to about 70% I'm doing here. Trailing it all the way off down to the apex. Dropping it into third gear when I've already got a big blip of throttle on. Head over to the right hand side. I'm going to totally ignore this apex on the left here because we're wanting to really open up this corner. And then as we get to this dark patch just ahead of us, I'm going to do a big lift. Is that down to about 25-30%? And then we're getting back on the gas nice and early. Exiting wide, so long as you're still on this little green asphalt or tarmac, whatever it is, you're not going to have a problem with an off track. Now as we get to this light patch, so we're just inside the light patch now, and we're going to brake up to about 70%. Again, trailing it off down, getting back on the gas, leaving it in third gear. We're going to keep on the gas here, no lift. Change up to fourth in this dip. Now we're looking for a lot of time to be made in this corner. So once we're alongside these railings here, or just about to be, only braking up to about 55%, trailing it off, dropping it down to third gear, and as I do that, straight back on the gas, nice and early, and I'm at 100% throttle in third gear here. So as you can see, really, really early on in the hill, and I'm going to be trying, if you look at my wheel, I'm trying to aim inside the corner because I know it's going to push me out. I'm going to understeer out here anyway. Going to go over these curbs. Going to try and cut these curbs as best as possible. Still on 100% gas, cutting these curbs up to fourth gear. I head over to the left, and then as you can see this dark patch up here, this is when I do my last bit of braking for the lap up to about 65%. Again, trail that off, drop it down into third gear. Ideally, I'd be another 1.5 feet or so over to the right-hand side here. But it didn't stop me getting on the gas. Up to fourth. Wanting to cut this on the inside, as you can see, I'm cutting it quite a big amount. And then once you, and that's just to open this entry. Once you get off that, we're going to drop and just do a lift and then build back up on the throttle. Very simple, very straightforward. Final lap coming up with the driving line on for you guys that want it. Here we go with the driving line. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I've been Sambo iRacing, and I'll see you guys in the week. Don't forget to check out my sports car guides as well if you are that way inclined. Cheers.